Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kickstarter. I hope you're all doing well. This is your truck driver who's gonna launch a revolution in the trucking industry, making it decentralized organization, a DAO. Many people are waiting for the future to come, and as a truck driver, I'm not going to wait for the future to come. And with your help, I'm going to bring the trucking industry to a point where you as an individual are going to be part of this, and you're going to own a small part of the trucking industry. Now, many people come to Kickstarter, they talk about all these products, all these ideas, but they never deliver. I already put my ideas down. I built the brand. I put the website. I did everything. So I'm coming to you with pretty much everything that's already been proven. And I already contacted my truck drivers in terms of telling them the future is here, and I'm going to launch a revolution. And most of them, because you're just black, and you're just a truck driver, and I'm stuck here in my trucking. Actually, last night it was so cold. That I had this thing on. It was -15. So I thought about the future of trucking, and I built this website called US Truck Plan. I wanted to start it in the United States, and then I wanted to finish. So being a truck driver is absolutely incredible. I slept down there. I really wanted to show you. I mean, it's horrible, 15 degrees. You're just trying to do what you're doing. And obviously, let me give you a tour of my truck a little bit. This is a different type of reality. Obviously, you have to clean your trailer and all of that. My radio. Anyway, so this is your perspective. You see people coming out. They did their showers. They haven't been home for a while, and that's how life goes. Anyway, so this is an incredible opportunity for you guys to change the trucking industry, and so someone to create a raw advert, ad for. I'm not trying to build something. I want to build the future. So if you believe in the future, this is for you. If you don't, if you don't care about truck drivers who are away from their families for months, and they make as little as possible, they work as much as possible, and you have self-driving trucks coming. Nobody's going to need their job. Nobody ever says thank you. People go shopping, they go eat, they go to, and we deliver every day of the day. So anyway, at the end of the day, it's all about delivering on that future, and I promised truck drivers that I would deliver. So do you see this step right here? I fell and almost died. A lot of people think even just getting off the truck is a challenge. You know why I say that? Elon Musk, when he was introducing his electric truck, it showed you that he's never been on the road. He's never thanked a truck driver, and most of you are like that, but it's okay. Hopefully most of you will get to make it today. So let's see if I make it out safely. You come out with the two steering over here, and then you take one step down, another, and then you just look at yourself, and we'll just we'll go from here. As I gotta protect my truck information for that. But anyway, the trucking industry is absolutely incredible. As you can see, that's the CAT scale. The CAT scale is here where we come in as truck drivers, and we get to weigh. So how far are you? There's an app that I want to build for the US Truck Plan. Automatically checks them out. There's a company, and I'll put it right there. You can see that. Most of you have never been on a truck stop. You don't know what the trucking industry is all about. This is what they call decoupling right here. So this guy has decoupled or something. I'll say, hello, how are you doing? I'm recording a video for the trucking industry where people will work less and make more. So, why are you decoupled? Huh? Oh, you're relaying with somebody. Okay, yeah. He's relaying. So, most people, how you always think stuff get done with UPS and all of the other people. They will come and stop at a truck stop over here, and then they will decouple their trailer. And once they do that, and then somebody else will come in. I noticed this was like food, when we're delivering food or anything important. That's what they do. So I'm going to take you to people who have slept in a truck stop, because I know you think when it's minus 15, you know, you're working days on end and there's a big surveillance on you, and now the self-driving cars are here and they think Silicon Valley and all this, they're just gonna come and just take over. We built the robots, you know. So this is what they call a flatbed. Pretty much you can carry anything. And this guy has been sleeping all night. As you can tell, nobody's grateful. You know, it's right there. Beautiful sunset, sunrise. Beautiful sunrise. My hands are hurting. It's so cold. Anyway, let me give you a tour, because I want you to see these people who are, they move the windmills. I mean, the tools as they have, I'm telling you, no robots can take their job, some of them. You see the amount of stuff that they do. They are independent. They don't work for nobody. They don't need nobody. This is an industry no one could take over. You buy your truck, you know, you're free to go anywhere, and I'm going to invite you as well to be free with me. So in the trucking industry, people are fueling. There's a lot of action going on, you know. As you can see, that guy is coming for the fuel, and I'm deliberately showing you someone who's about to go into the fuel aisle. And you know what he's carrying? He's carrying that big refrigerator, and we're gonna follow him, go after him. As we can see here, how your food is transported with these big refrigerators, that's what you're going to know. So this guy is John feeding inc.com. Probably I'll contact him at a different time, but I think it's important that you see food, water, clothing, everything. I pretty much have delivered everything you can imagine. So the decentralized organization is going to change the industry for you and for me. Have you ever seen what keeps your food cool when it's being delivered? How much has refrigeration changed us? Some of them are on, some of them are not. All of these people are independent contractors. Who's this guy? Some of them are owned, you know. Some of them are dirty as they come. As you can see, they never get any car washes. Their life is absolutely hard. So anyway, now I want to talk to you about this decentralized system that I want to bring. But before I do that, I really want to give you a quick tour of also the truck stops, because as electric truck starts to come in, I have an idea that will make people work less. Okay, people will just work less, and I will work less. They will work less completely. You have no idea the dedication it takes to be a truck driver this early in the morning. Hey, how you doing? Thank you. That guy's about to move. So many people die in here, I'm telling you, if you don't watch your step. As I record this video, I know this is a long video, and people come to you begging you, but they never say that one of the main problems is investors. Investors whose rights is above the environment. Investors whose rights, they're not friendly. They don't have what it takes. You know, every time. It happens every single time. You're on your own. Oh, I'm in the Lav truck stop. So what I wanted to show you was this incredible thing. I'll show you. I know this is a very long video, but people who drive for you all the time, deliver for you and work as hard as possible and make as less as possible, you deserve to hear what I have to say and how I'm going to change this industry. So please be patient, because I wanted to show you something, if I could find it. Anyway, the first thing I wanted to show you was, usually they do ads over here in this place, and job seeking and all of that. So one thing the trucking industry will change is bring those As you can see, this is just paper, you know. But most of the time they put truck jobs over here, you know, and so forth. And I wanted to just give you a rundown. Do you see this? This place is called Loves, by the way, for those who don't know where I'm at. And you can see that. Just look at all of that. All of these red dots are all Loves. Now, why am I showing this? Electric truck stops and the future of never owning a home again. A truck stop gives you lots of benefits, from showers to laundry to everything, because truck drivers are on the move 24/7, you know. So everything is always open 24/7, unless you are Wendy's. Let me tell you, unless you're Wendy's, you're not going to be open. Oh, they're open anyway. They always put casinos in the middle of these places. It's absolutely weird. But anyway, we're going to have a conversation about the trucking industry, and even fast food workers are absolutely yeah. So I'm at Wendy's. So we'll just have a discussion here. It's important that you realize everything you eat, everything you drink, everything you depend on living has been driven by humans who have given up their time. They're away from their families. They have nobody. And now that self-driving cars are here, electric truck stops are going to be built. Infrastructure that is worth billions of dollars is going to be spent, and it's already being spent without consultation or, you know, understanding what it means. For me, it means that an entire industry will be built and many people will stop being homeless. You will never be homeless again. With the electric truck and the electric truck stops, you will get the chance to work as much as you like and be off as much as you like, and visit many exciting and interesting places all over the United States and Canada. You'll be on the move all the time. You'll be pulling a trailer, and many people have done this and they really enjoy being on the road. So if you're stuck in an office, you know, if you're stuck in a job, this is going to be your chance to be part of this dream, because I'm not building this to make money. I'm not building this to, you know, to get money from you and then just leave, or start a small business and it's going to be successful. No, I want to build a future. I want to build a future where we work less and make more. The little we work, the more we have. I believe since the Industrial Revolution happened until today, it did not catch up with us in terms of productivity. We didn't get that, and I think I'm the guy who's going to help it catch, who's going to help you catch up to those timelines, you know. So let's talk about that. How am I going to do that, you know, and how this is going to happen? Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's very simple. The decentralized organization, even if you go to crypto, you know, and you go to all those people who, like the DAO bank, you know, those people who know crypto know what I'm talking about, where assets are shared and everything is shared. The secret is co-sharing and setting a system where there are no investors, and the investors who are part of the system, you know, are just there just to make the system better for future generations. For example, I'm going to give my time. I'm going to, you know, and collect money from all of you. You can check out my plan at the US truck plan. It's already done. You can go to the website US truck plan. You can see I lay out a plan, and I sent it to trucking industry. I told them, if you can beat me, let me know, because I can do this better than you. I've been in this industry longer than you. I know what I'm doing. I have a plan, and I know exactly how to get where I'm going. Unfortunately, they are not people of, you know, who understand tech at all. You know, can you believe there are like companies that banned drivers? They don't give their drivers satellite. They don't give their drivers GPSs. You have to buy it on your own. It doesn't matter if you're carrying 500 or $5 million, they don't care. It's up to you to figure it out. Not only that, they may give you maybe 30 days training. That's not enough. Some people don't know how to park. You can imagine how many people are crying. I have to just get out my truck and park that truck for them. So it's a very long journey to be part of this and see all of this happening. So I want to break this video into two, but I want to just finish my dream here for Kickstarter. I know that I'm gonna go to US Truck Plan. Okay, once you go to US Truck Plan, you'll see I lay out the plan, what I want to do with self-driving cars. So why do I need the money, and what am I going to use it for? First of all, it's about the truck and the trucking industry, or buying the electric trucks and then creating a small demo of what the future is. So I'll build a truck stop that's all electric, that is ready to take like Tesla trucks or other trucks, and then I'll show the viability or the multi-use of a future trucking stop where people are coming and charging and living, so that we are all free to begin to travel. We're all free to just save up for a future that goes into the sunset. So that's what's in it for you as an individual. You'll be part of the organization, you will see the plan, and once you see the plan, I'll move on to the other step, which is you seeing the plan. I'll develop the truck stop with designers, and I'll actually build a prototype to show you the multi-use, and I can tell you homelessness will end forever. Because if you give someone opportunity and support, they'll never get off that cycle. Majority of the people who can't pay their bills or who have a problem, they live in this world where it's month to month to week, paycheck, and I can break that cycle. And the trucking industry has broken that cycle, where they will, right now, there are trucking companies who will pay for your ticket, they will pay for your housing, they will pay for your food, they will pay for your training, they will invest in you, and once you graduate, all you have to do is just jump on that truck and start driving, and after your training, you can continue driving, and so forth. Some of them even pay for your food and water on the road. So this industry literally has changed people's lives, and it's ready to be transformed again. So I don't want to say that I will launch a crypto program and all of that because of the environmental issues that with the service and all of that. But I've seen the ohms thing, and I'm willing to do that as well. But I'm very excited about what this means. This means that if I get money from Kickstarter, I will build a demo of what the future truck stop is, meeting with designers, showing multi-purpose. It's a place where you can learn how to drive a truck, eat. It's gonna be like a mini hotel or something with multi-purpose, and then you have trucking stops, whatever. Basically, I want to build the future for us. Once when we buy something like that and we go on the road, we don't have to worry about food, you don't have to worry about a place to sleep, you don't have to worry for security, because this is a future electric truck stop. And many people have Teslas and all of that, and I'm not going to be charging people. Let the content of your character, decide who you are. So I want to build the future for truck drivers, so that, and I talk about this, how the trucking is going to end, and all of that. I give them warnings, I tell a story and all of that. So this is a future that will affect you. It will affect your income, it will affect people in general. People are going to work less, make more, because the problem is investors who buy something and they are always increasing prices. They always want never-ending profits. So we live in a capitalist society. That's right when it's in moderation, but it's wrong when the investor wants money and the people and someone else is managing that plan, and then by the time this breadcrumb gets to the truck driver, they get paid 40 cents, 30 cents. Hey, you heard me right, cents. Some of them stay on the road for weeks and then they make $500-600. You're not home. You're not getting showers. Your life is hard. It's very hard to be a truck driver on the road. You have no idea. The challenges. the opportunities. For me, I joined this, so that I can try to make a difference here. I had a lot of opportunity to just get out of it, but after doing it for a while, the freedom, the places, since I'm a guy who watches Netflix sometimes or some other stuff, you know how you can get trapped by entertainment and work. You're punching that clock every day, chick, and so forth. So I wanted to make sure that this trucking industry changes, and we build the prototype. Once I build the trucking prototype, then I will build the app with the site as well, and then I can sign up drivers as well, and then I can finish off with this idea of brand currency, which is the best idea you have ever heard. Now, brand currency has its own plan. I have multiple startups, even in politics, where I have domesticated politics. I will literally lift the train that Trump is on, and put it to the side and bring sanity back to politics itself. So I'm a person who has multiple startups, and I'm going to launch them at the same time. But the trucking industry is the most important thing, because it will affect you, how you eat, where you go, when you travel. It will unleash this burden where you're stuck in a 5 to 9 job, and you don't have any hopes. You're always going to be there. You're always going to be stuck with bills. This is going to remove that. So if you invest in this plan, to build the prototype, to build the site, to build the app, those are 3 things. I want to build a prototype, number 1, of this feature, meet with designers. Number 2, I want to build take the site where it is and combine it with an app, so I can begin to recruit drivers, and also create a fund to start buying those electric trucks and all of that, because most electric cars are already there. But I'm not going to just build an electric for just trucks, every small trucks and big trucks and all of that. So the future is here. There's billions of dollars at stake from the government. Someone has to plan this out. Someone has to manage this out. So we'll use lots of tax dollars in doing this multi-project, so that that you can go from California to New York, and everything is planned out, because you understood that I was trying to change everything for everybody. Now, the brand currency idea is incredible as well. It takes all your transaction and creates a sets of value, so that even if you run out of money, those transactions, they circle back and create value. So you'll be in a never-ending loop where all you do is just spend your money creatively, and then it comes back to you. It's kind of like the electric brakes, where you charge and regenerative braking. It's regenerating brand currency and decision, because everything you're doing, buying, transactions, and that's under the U.S. money plan. And then you have the U.S. House plan, which is about politics in general, that takes care of politics as well. So I'm going to change the trucking industry completely, and I want you to back me. I want you to back me, because I'm part of this generation that works hard, works as hard as possible, and makes less as possible. And data is going to show that. And there's been many instances where I deserve to get a loan, because I delivered for Walmart, Target, and I worked so hard, and then I still have to go through a lot of application. When I have geolocation, I have my receipts, I have my hard work that I spent on the road, that should unlock a loan for me as a truck driver. Each industry has its own sets and standards that can begin to help people. So I'm looking at a future where I'm going to build also stress funds in terms of the work. So with the trucking industry, with the self-driving, and self-driving, and all this receipts automatically, and the geolocation of the truck driver doing all of that, that's a qualification for the loans to be granted. So the loans will be granted automatically. So I have my ideas are like that, in general, but I'm sure that I can deliver this. I'm just going to build the prototype. First of all, I'm going to give myself a salary, okay? Because being on the road for so long and doing all of this, a lot of people just say, oh, we'll do this, we'll do that. No. You have to quit your job. You have to go do this. I already have one truck with my best friend. We're doing Amazon. We're doing all this other stuff slowly. We have big dreams, but we don't have the funds to do it. So no one wants to believe in us. No one wants to give us anything. And I think I'm starting a trend where people in their own industry will do the same, because we're all connected to the economy. We're all connected to things. So I see a future where you In the virtual mixed reality, you'll buy a product and then you'll scan it into my Cobra system, the Cobra points, and it will show you, oh, this thing was delivered by a truck driver. This is his ID. He slept good. He got paid good. And you're part of a chain of continuation. So when you purchase something, it actually makes a difference. So my idea also goes to the shelves themselves. Those products in the future, you're never going to buy anything, and become an oppressor. And I think today we live in a country where people go and buy food. Like I'm at Wendy's, they don't care where the animals come from. Oh, was it abused? Or what did you do to this? How are you getting this beef? Nobody ever asks questions. For me, being a Muslim, it's very important that everything I eat, I put in my body, receives their right. So a beef like that, it has to be kosher. It was treated well. It was slaughtered well, and it was delivered by a truck driver who his rights were not violated. So I'm going to build that all into the system in terms of all of that. Truck drivers are going to start reporting, oh, I'm transporting this meat and that meat, oop, it went to this place, and I was there when this animal, most of the abuse, these people cut on chain, their supply chain is corrupted. Amazon, I'll give you an example, people are peeing in their bottles and so forth, or they're being told to do things they're not supposed to do, and then you will get a report as an individual what you contributed at the end of the year. And because these reports are going to be too much, right? When I look at the future, I see everybody getting an AI, artificial intelligence report as to their purchases, their decision, their impact on the environment, and you will be rewarded according to that as well. Even especially politicians get artificial intelligence points where it's in their phone, in their email, and it's constantly calculating points for them. So I'm going to change politics as well. I'm going to domesticate that. I have an idea called the U.S. money plan, the U.S. housing plan, and so forth. And you have the U.S. trucking plan. I also have a crypto idea, but it's mixed reality, and then virtual mixed reality and virtual blockchain. So that's what generates the brand currency. I actually draw the art out. It's absolutely incredible. It's absolutely beautiful, let me tell you. So I think I've talked about some of the system. How much do I need? I don't even know. I'm gonna just put up some weird number, and probably consult Kickstarter, and then go from there. I need to build a prototype of the future truck stops. It's called the future truck stop. I'm so excited, and then I'm going to build the prototype. After building the prototype and working, and then I'm going to build the site with the app. Those are three things. So employee and truck drivers can begin to sign up their brand, and they can be part of this Cobra system where they're delivering, and then they can generate loans. I'm going to use some of that money to begin to do stress fund, because I know a lot of truck drivers who can pay their rent, who don't have anything, they have nowhere to turn. I've been screwed over many times, even with other companies and drivers who say, you know what, you worked hard, but I'm not going to pay you. And this happened to me with a German company, and I go to Twitter and I tell my story, how I try to be the good guy, the safety guy. And I'll talk about this for a little bit. I worked for the company name called Daimler, okay, German company, delivering parts for trucks all night, sweating, very difficult. I'm not sleeping at all every night. Imagine you can't sleep, but I was home every day. That was the good part. I really loved the job, because the truck driver, you just want to be home. You just want to be home with your wife and kids. When you get a job like that, you're just grateful, even though you're not sleeping at night. So my favorite time was when I could sleep at night. Anyway, one time I worked so hard, and I drank Ethiopian coffee, and after drinking Ethiopian coffee, I finished my shift. I told, you know what, I know for a fact I'm not going, I'm high on caffeine. I'm not going to sleep enough. I'm not going to get enough sleep from where I am. I'm giving you 10-hour notice to just find another driver and so forth, And they said, okay. And then they changed their mind, because I think they got angry with me, and they said, you know what, we don't care. You need to come in. They started intimidating me. I called the safety guy. I say, hello, how you doing here? They're doing this to me. And he said, I'll take care of it. He was a black guy. I'll take care of it. Yeah, no problem. Click. And then he called me back and said, hey bro, that white guy, that boss of yours, Mr. Philip, he's working with the other white guy, and you know what's going on, brother. Don't put me in problems. I said, oh, you're the safety guy. You know this is about safety, but don't worry about it. You're my black brother. I'll deal with this. Click. I go there, talk to Daimler, and then they get confronted by their boss, and they say, oh, we already got you covered. Go ahead, go home, take some rest. And then they fire me anyway, and then they mess with me. I report it to the U.S. Department of Transportation, and I get nothing, no response. I even reach out to NCCA, they don't help me. So I mean, I just left it alone, and I knew that dealing with such a big brand, and they did that to me as a truck driver, and they fired many other people who died on the road. So if you see a truck driver tired, if your life is in danger, know that you played a part, because no one is holding anybody accountable. But with my system, safety will be the first thing. People, if they're tired, you know, they will just click and say, I'm tired on the app, and just like that, they will be replaced and work as less as possible, make as much as possible. Safety, security, as far as paychecks are concerned, and so forth. So I'm going to change the tech industry from inside out, from the people who drive, from what they deliver, how introducing autonomous vehicles. I talk about this in my US Tech Plan. Autonomous vehicles, and after I introduce autonomous vehicles, I'll make them co-owners on the Dow so that they can just retire. What does this mean? It means that the future can come faster. When people don't worry about their job, and they have this system of brand currency, and they co-own the infrastructure or the business, and a small rewards come to them so they can pay their fixed expenses, and then they can pass it on to their children instead of working for some slave investors who is determined to fire to every cycle, to terminate employees and to grow their business. This is my business, this is my profit, blah blah blah. So the problem has always, in my perspective, the problem has been investors. Investors are always the problem, because they want 100% ownership. They hey, give me my money. That's why I don't go to any capitalists. I tried to go to some of them, but they knew that I'm not the kind of person you can play with. You can't intimidate. I'm not doing this for profit. You know, I'm doing this because of my Islamic faith, inspired by Muhammad Ali and my blessed teachers and Islam and so forth. And I think this is going to happen throughout all the other industries, in terms of whether you're a nurse, whether you're a doctor, you're going to do this as well. You're going to be part of a DAO. You're going to create a system, autonomous robots or driving or whatever can take over, or surgery. And you're not going to worry about it, because you're not going to be part of the paycheck. Your wages every hour, and that's what I'm going to do to truck drive. Every hour that they drive, every how they work, I'll give them a paycheck that's more than equivalent, but I also will give them some kind of part and ownership and partnership into the system, so that they become co-owners. So the more people drive, the harder they work, they earn their spot, and people are going to start competing. Oh, I delivered this load, boom, boom, boom. They'll just put their receipt, their invoice in the system, and then and with Google Timeline, I can track exactly what was delivered, and then I can begin to work on that Cobra thing that I told you, the points. I can begin to work on that. So there are things that are connecting the drivers, the autonomous industry, the delivery, the mixed reality, and then you have this DAO thing. And that's what the future is like, where, you know, how people own franchises. It's going to be owned by also artificial intelligence and humans. We're going to go with the most efficient routes for delivering, for eating, for transporting, even building homes, because a truck is a home as well. So I think I've talked enough. I've given you a lot. I hope to contact Kickstarter and come up with how much I need. I don't know exactly what I need. You know, building the app, hiring developers, building the prototype, and doing all of that. And also giving myself a salary, because I've been on the road for a long time, and you know, there's nothing worse than we're always working on ideas. You never have anything, and no one believes in you. It's been a very painful journey for me, being black and contacting people, and you know, there's many things I've done. I have comic books as well that I've written and so forth. It's just a lot. I want to just focus on this brand right now and not go into it. But if you donate, you will be getting incredible gifts that you can't imagine, and you're going to be so glad you believed in me. You know, you gave me what I needed, and the world changed. An autonomous vehicle were introduced, and people in the industry got to own a piece so they can pass it on to their children. And we are not going to live into this 1% all these people, because I'm going to block them. I'm going to encircle them and slowly begin to choose companies that believe in this vision. and then profits can be transferred transparently into the, you know how the crypto works, you can see all the transaction going there, all of that. I don't even want to own any of it. I just want to be just like everybody else, getting my share as I drive equally, you know, and getting what I need, you know, and whatever people give me, I'll take it as a gift. But I want to leave a better world than I found it. I want to build a system of, especially for the trucking industry, for my brothers and sisters. I saw a woman with a child driving a truck. She was living in a truck. So people are suffering. People are in need. And we're asking for your help. You know, even if you need to borrow something, or even if you want to be part of this team, I will welcome you. Most of the starters, they say, "Oh, just give me your money. We'll go invest and we'll send you a small product." No, I'm telling you, come along on this journey with me, you know, become part of my volunteering staff and be with me all the way to the end. Let's change the trucking industry. Let's change the future of trucking, how the truck stops, electric truck stops, and charging system are built. You know, let's change, put in some DAO in there, so artificial intelligence can pretty much self-assembling robots, and factories can already automatically. We can remove the human equation out. And actually, I do this in the House of Wisdom as well. I don't want to get carried away by all the projects. I just want you to focus on this right here. We have a lot to talk about. You know, this is an incredible charging. It's just starting now, and it's going to be incredible. So please donate. Please give me the funds I need to do what I knew in these big dreams of mine. Okay? I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's been an incredible privilege to talk to you today about this trucking industry, and most of you in Kickstarter, to be in Wendy's right now, of all places, you know, and to just tell you the story of the trucking industry. Hopefully you will give me the funds to build the app. You know, please go to the website. A lot of people come to you, they haven't delivered anything, they haven't done, they just have talk. I hate that. And being a minority, I don't want to talk. I always put up a lot of work. So I put enough work on the US truck plan. Boom, check it out. Then you'll understand with the US truck plan, I put enough so I can build the app and then begin changing the trucking industry. And then I can build the prototype for the truck stops. And once I do that, and then I can initiate my DAO thing, and then I can do that virtual reality, mixed reality in there, all of that into one. So we're doing all of that one time, and we need your help, and you're going to be part of this forever. Because you're going to visit the electric truck stops, you're going to be there, you're going to travel the world, you're going to quit your job, you're going to be with me, and I'm going to say, hey, you're number 4, you're number 5, let's go out to dinner, let's talk. Let me show you the project, it's so exciting. You believed in me when no one did. You helped me when no one did. I'm not going to forget that. You know, so, you know, this is for my project, you know, believers. They're getting this special hotel room over here, you know. They were there in the beginning, you are not. So these people are special. You are special. So believe in me. Give me the funds. If you don't have the funds, you know how to code, volunteer for your coding. If you don't have money and you can give good advice, give me the advice. If you're a mentor and you can hold me accountable to higher standard, give me that. Give me whatever you can give me. I'll take it all, because I'm trying to build the future, and I know I need people more than money. So please, be part of my team. Help me change the future. Okay? Thank you for listening. It was an incredible privilege to have you, for you to listen to this man in the trucking industry at Wendy's, you know. And I hope that whatever Kickstarter comes up with, we can just go with that, and then boom, 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 and do what needs to be done. I know this is a very long video, but the future is very long. The future is very long, and I'm the person who came with the dreams. Some guy named Kennedy came with the new frontier. I came with the unknown, the great unknown, what lies in the great unknown, problems and solutions that need to be discovered. So it's exciting. I'm very happy that you took this time to listen to me, and hopefully we will change the future together. Thank you for listening, and goodbye. I really want to thank you for listening. Sometimes people don't listen, they never give, even if you didn't give me any money. You can pray for me, you can wish me well, because you know you're going to meet a truck driver on the road, you know, and you hope that he's not tired or he's not being abused. You know, you have seen the horrible accidents out there, and all of that can be put to stop by you being part of this team. So be part of the team, be part of the special ones. I think I'll introduce certain with different tiers, and I will put those tiers in there as I work with Kickstarter and get that done. So choose your tiers, whatever, the truck stop, the electric truck stops, which I will be getting tax dollars for to build, and then we have the US truck plan and the apps that we need to build for developers, and then we have the virtual reality, mixed reality, the headsets and all of that. Well, I'll have to create a different department because truck drivers are going to be wired, as they take over the trucking industry, work as less as possible. So all of that, it's a mix of, and then all of that to put it together, the DAO, which is the most important, to give people back there as they drive, they start to own it. And if they've driven already and they've done, they will get something. So thank you so much for listening. Please donate, pick your packages, the gold, the silver, all of that. So it's going to be incredible future. Many people are going to do what I'm doing, believe in themselves, work in the industry and get it done. All right. So thank you for listening. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi. May peace and mercy and blessing be you all. I hope that you all live a long, healthy life. And thank you for helping me. Thank you so much and goodbye.